Man, who knew after 2 weeks of my first payout, I'd be getting another one of the same amount for 2K, and this one feels a little bit more kind of crazy, I guess, because it kind of helps me determine that the first one wasn't by luck. I think is the biggest thing for me is that I can maybe start doing a little bit more consistently. And so that's why moving forward after this account, I'm gonna try to get the max allo. Um, hopefully I can actually pass the evals, bro. I blew 4 evals the first payout I got right after I tried full porting. I blew them all. I'm gonna try to get the max elo this time. If I do, I feel like it's gonna be a lot. I feel like I can do it, maybe. But like I said, I'm never going to get in over my head. I'm never gonna let any of this get to me. Payout doesn't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. The grand scheme of things is to make, you know, a lot more than 2K, 4K, right? So always gonna learn, always gonna journal, always after bad weeks or maybe even like just a confusing week in general, I'm going to back test. I've been doing that even after I got my first payout. Never stopped journaling, never stopped going back. I went back into last week's price action because I thought it was a little bit confusing, and I back tested that price action. And this week I was able to do a lot better, and then get my another payout here. So I'm just gonna go over the trade that I took for my payout. The take Go over the two trades that I took in order to get to my payout. I actually lost one trade today and then won the second one. Um, I don't know if I should do the go withdraw my payout right now because I'm not gonna lie, I want to make I like, yes, it has come to this. I do have a TikTok, so I kind of want to do a little screen record of me like withdrawing it. I don't know. I just want something I wanted to do, and then like I'm gonna be golfing later today too, so I just wanted to do it on the green in the course, just so you see how it feels golfing and withdraw my payout on my phone. I just want to try it. Okay. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna recap the trades that I took today for y'all. Um, so two trades that I took today. Initially, I called this out in my Discord as well. I said that I'm bullish for today. Price action shows that we're bull 4 hour inversed overnight. I want to see, however, with the new 10 a.m. candle, the 4 hour get tapped into that the 4 hour candle. What am I saying? New 10 a.m. 4 hour candle, the fair value gap, which was this 4 hour fair value gap that I marked out here to get tapped into. Um, and then continue to fill the unfilled gap above, which is my overall drawn liquidity. I'm still sure that we're gonna take out this draw, may even head higher for all-time highs because initially I thought this week would be bearish. Come to see that um, we're filling out this market maker buy model curve, and we might honestly just end up taking out some new all-time highs here. But yeah, so initially I was bullish for today, but I was also bearish for a lower time frame because I wanted to see us tap into this fair value gap. Like I said, that's what we did today. Who knows? We still might be bullish for the rest of the day. And so yeah, that was my bias for today, because overnight we saw that this big unfilled 4 hour fair value gap got inversed. We made another imbalance, and so what price is showing us is that it's bullish. There's nothing. I don't want to assume. I don't want to anticipate anything price will do. I'm only going to go off of what price is telling me. Okay. I know that we've been buying up the entire week. I know that the daily has expanded crazy, but I'm still going to be bullish because what price is telling me is that we're bullish. I'm done anticipating stuff. That's how I always get my bias wrong. That's how I get my bias wrong still to this day, is because I'm trying to anticipate shit, and that just does not work in the market that we're in. So stop trying to anticipate. Just react to what price is telling y'all. So like I said, because of that, I want this 4 hour for Ragged to get filled, so I'm going to be bearish until we do so. And we had two really nice bearish setups in my opinion. The second one just worked out a little bit better because price decided to just buy up and have more buy side liquidity to take out more buy side liquidity. So the first one here, this was more of a 1-to-1. I don't think my TP was that. It was like to this though. I think it was a small 1-to-1, 1-to-2 the trade that I kind of wanted to scalp. Because coming to the day, at 9, right before the macro at 9:45, right? We come in and we take out London highs and we put in an SMT. That's always a good sign if we get a session low, session high sweep, and we also put in an SMT, and then we also in versus fair value gap. Like, this is low key a great setup for me. I take it. However, I get the worst fill possible. I kind of FOMO into it. I should have waited for this to get tapped into and maybe see a better reaction. And maybe I could have stayed away from this trade. But as soon as this fair value gap gets inverse, and then we kind of retest this inverse fair value gap area, I kind of enter, and yeah, we don't, that trade just doesn't play out after we take out these lows. That should have been more of a quick trade. Like, we don't have structure on the 5 minute yet. We're kind of still chopping. It's early on in New York. 15 minute, we never really had structure either. So I really should have waited for more higher time frame structure on the 5 and 15 minute. So we take out these internal lows here, and then we decide to shoot right back up. And that's where I get stomped out. However, after we shoot right back up, we take out some more buy side liquidity, and then we have another SMT gets put in while this SMT still stays intact. And the big thing here for me was a new 4-hour candle opening. I really just should have waited for the new 4-hour candle to open, like I told my Discord, like I told myself to, because as soon as that 4-hour candle opens, what do? We manipulate those highs, we put in an SMT, and then what did I say my bias was? My bias was for 4-hour fair value gap to get tapped into, for us to fill that unfilled 4-hour fair value gap, which is, let me just get rid of this inverse, which is this gray box here. So as soon as we inverse and take out those highs, this is all manipulation. This is that 4-hour candle wick that gets formed here. This is the wick that's being formed. That little wick up we have, that little tap out, that sweep on buy side liquidity, that's all manipulation for the new 4-hour candle to open. As soon as we do that, we have a huge volume candle down. We displace a lot lower. With this volume candle, we have a great close, right? We make displacement on NQ as well. That's enough info for me. Like, this is honestly like what I wanted to see. I want to see manipulation on the new 10 a.m. candle opening. As soon as we see manipulation, we wick off and we take out buy side liquidity. For us to displace lower, we create fair value gap here, and then all I'm doing is I'm waiting for that fair value gap to get retested into and respected, and that's when I enter, right? After I enter, last confirmation for me that I need is for this 1 minute fair value gap to get inverse. As soon as we inverse that, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna hit our our take profit here, and my take profit actually was a lot deeper than the unfilled 4-hour fair value gap, because we have our standard deviation levels, and we have overlapping standard deviation levels at around like the 466 area, the 492 area, which is my final take profit. And then we had one more, I don't know why it's not shown, but oh yeah, right here we had another key level at 478. So this area right here, you could have been in for buys if you guys bought here. That's, in my opinion, was a pretty good area to buy. So yeah, I think something else that's helped a lot with my trading technically, not just from inverse fair value gap, like inverse entries have helped me a bunch, but also pairing it with key levels and standard deviation levels, and overlapping it on a 1 minute time frame standard deviation level, 5 minute time frame standard deviation level, 15-minute time frame standard deviation level. And if they all come to overlap, that's a key area reversal, or just a key level in general. So yeah, that was kind of the trade I took today on the higher time frame. Like I said, on the 5 minute, we were still bullish as well on this. This was a bit of a riskier trade. However, I liked it on a discretionary level a lot. I don't know if that's completely valid, because I'm just being completely honest. On a technical level, I should have waited for more 5 minute confirmation, right? Because we didn't really have confirmation on the 5 minute when I was entering here. Honestly, 5 minute was bullish. However, we had SMTs bearish on externally and internally. It did exactly what I want to happen. 10 a.m. as soon as it opens, we wick up, we manipulate those highs, we take out more buy side liquidity, and then we immediately dump down, create displacement, respect that area of displacement, and then we just continue to head lower. So I think another big thing is this, what helped me take this trade was kind of just experience and seeing what I want to see, and just confidence, right? Like, if I wasn't confident, I wouldn't have entered this trade. Like, this is I'd say a pretty risky trade if you're not confident. If you're not confident, you probably wouldn't have really taken that trade. But yeah, those are two trades I took today for a balance of 4,258. So I'll be withdrawing $2,200, probably leave like $2,058 in my account. And then yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be trying to go for max allo next. Hopefully don't blow those accounts if I'm able to get that max allocation. You guys know that I'm gonna try to get that 10K month, and it's pretty crazy, bro. The start of this summer, I was struggling crazy. Worst trading performance I've ever had this start of the summer. But I mean, it was also May. May is absolutely insane. May was insane for price action. And then at the end of the summer now, I just took out my second payout, and I have even intentions of trying to get a 10K month, which is crazy. But yeah, like I said, just gonna continue to stay humble. I could blow 5 more accounts after this, 10 more accounts after this. You never know with this trading shit. That's why I just want to get a big payout and then try to invest my money more smartly, because in the end, none of this is really super guaranteed or consistent. You can make it as consistent as you can, and it's definitely you're definitely able to live off of this. Um, but like in the end, it's not, nobody ever knows if you're guaranteed to take a win, right? That's something that we can all agree on. So, yeah, pretty crazy, bro. Just stick to a strategy and I don't know, just stick to a single strategy and just experience the market. And that's all I did. I just stuck to one strategy and I generally just stuck with it despite how bad it got. So, yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Um, I won't be trading for the rest of the week. I think I'll take tomorrow off and I'll come back tomorrow or come back Monday with a fresh set of evals. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great, blessed rest of y'all's weekend. Have a safe weekend, and I will see you guys next time.